We are back with a brand new episode of the How To series powered by Fortify. In this week's episode we'll be talking about the deadlift. For this video we'll be using the conventional deadlift as an example. This is the type of deadlift which is used the most all around the world and is very easy and simple to explain. So the first issue that I will mention with regards to the deadlift is that many people classify the deadlift as a back exercise. Now, this is mistaken because the deadlift works all of the posterior chain, from the calves, hamstrings and the glutes. And it is these muscles which are worked the most during this movement. Many people make the mistake of warming up just their back muscles and not their hamstrings and glutes. This will result in many injuries such as muscle strains in these muscles, and these can all be prevented by warming up correctly and understanding that the movement is primarily a lower body movement. So the second issue that I will mention with regards to the deadlift is which grip to use on the bar. So there are two main types of grips that we can use. The first one is the double overhand grip, and the second one is the mixed grip. Now the mixed grip is very good when you are training with very heavy loads, because this mixed grip prevents the bar from slipping out of your hands. However, if you are an athlete and you want to carry over this lift to more speed lifts, power lifts such as the power clean, it is very important that you train using the double overhand grip. So the third point which I will mention with regards to the deadlift is rounding of the back. Now there is a big debate on the internet, and rounding of the back is never good. It creates a strain on the spine. The spine should always be kept in the neutral and straight position. Many times rounding of the back happens because the hip hinge is not performed correctly. In order to prevent this, before performing the deadlift, you must take a deep breath, brace your core, and then start your movement, and exhale on the way up. So the fourth issue that I will mention for the deadlift is shrugging the weight at the top of the movement. This usually happens because scapular retraction is not performed before the movement. So before you start your deadlift, make sure that you pull your shoulders back and down, and then grip the bar. By doing this, you prevent shrugging your shoulders on the top and unbalancing yourself throughout the movement. So the fifth issue that I will mention for the deadlift is that some people tend to split it up into two movements. What I mean by this is that many people tend to lock out their knees and then lock out their lower back from the hips. This is not good because at the top of the movement all the load will be on the lower back and on the hips. The movement must be one flowing movement in the deadlift, so the knees and the hips should unlock together. So keeping these 5 points in mind, a proper deadlift should look like this. I hope that you have found today's episode informative and that can help you in your training to bring it to the next level. Thanks for watching another episode of my How To series, and see you in the next one.